My girlfriend said, "I need you to propose by next month or I'm leaving. All my friends are engaged." I replied, "I understand." Then I booked a romantic dinner, got down on one knee in front of everyone, and said, "I can't marry someone who gives ultimatums. Goodbye." The restaurant security footage of her meltdown went viral when I, 32 male, got an ultimatum from my girlfriend about proposing. So I got down on one knee in a crowded restaurant and dumped her instead. 2 weeks ago, Alexis, 28, cornered me after dinner. We'd been together almost 2 years, living separately, but she had a key to my place. Things were good, I thought. Maybe a bit surface level, but good. "Cameron, we need to talk." Uh-oh. She sat me down, pulled out her phone, started scrolling through Instagram. "Look at this. Brianna got engaged last month. Nicole's ring is 3 carats. Even Stephanie has a date set. Okay? All my friends are getting engaged or married. I'm the only one left. Alexis, we're not in a race." Her jaw tightened. "I need you to propose by next month. Seriously, I'm 28. I'm not getting any younger. If you can't commit, I need to find someone who will." Just like that. No discussion about our relationship, our future plans, what we both wanted. Just an ultimatum with a deadline. "You're giving me an ultimatum about marriage?" "I'm being realistic. I want to be engaged by the end of spring. That gives you 4 weeks. If you can't do that, then we're clearly not on the same page and I need to move on." "What if I'm not ready?" She shrugged. "Then I guess you'll be single." The coldness in her voice, like I was a vending machine that wouldn't take her dollar. "I need to think about this." "There's nothing to think about. You either love me enough to marry me or you don't. 4 weeks, Cameron. That's more than fair." She left that night. I sat on my couch for maybe 2 hours, just processing. Here's the thing. I'd been planning to propose. Had looked at rings 3 months ago. Was thinking maybe summer, do something nice, meaningful. Not because of pressure or deadlines, but because I loved her. Past tense noted. The ultimatum changed everything. Suddenly it wasn't about us. It wasn't about love or partnership. It was about her timeline, her friends, her social status. I spent the next 3 days thinking. Noticed things I'd ignored before. How she'd tag me in posts about relationship goals, but never asked about my actual goals. How she'd plan our weekends around which restaurants were most Instagram-worthy. How she talked about when we're married like it was inevitable, like I was an accessory to her life plan. Found texts on her phone. She left it unlocked at my place. Group chat with Brianna and Nicole. OMG, did he propose yet? Not yet. Gave him the deadline. He better not mess this up. I already told my mom we'll probably do a fall wedding. What if he says no? He won't. I've invested 2 years in this relationship. He owes me. Owes her. Like I was a debt to be collected. That's when I made my decision. Called Alessio's, the nicest restaurant in town. Reserved their semi-private dining area for Friday night. Costs about $200 just for the reservation, plus whatever we'd order. Had them arrange for roses, candles, the works. Told them I had a special announcement planned. Alexis texted me Wednesday. "Have you thought about what we discussed?" "Yeah, let's have dinner Friday. Alessio's, 7 p.m. Dress nice." Her OMG, really? Really. She called immediately. "Cameron, are you serious? Is this what I think it is?" "Guess you'll find out Friday. I love you so much, I need to call Brianna." Hung up before I could respond. Didn't even ask if I loved her back. Friday came. I wore my best suit. Met her at the restaurant. She looked stunning. Makeup perfect, hair done professionally, wearing the dress I'd bought her for her birthday. "You look beautiful," I said honestly. "Thanks. I may have gotten my nails done this morning, just in case." She wiggled her left hand at me, grinning. We got seated in the semi-private area. It's basically a fancy corner of the restaurant, slightly elevated, with sheer curtains for privacy. Translation: everyone in the main dining room can still see you, but it feels special. Perfect. Dinner was nice. She kept steering conversation toward our future. Where we'd live, how many kids, what kind of wedding venue. Never once asked what I wanted, just told me her plans and waited for me to agree. Dessert came. She was practically vibrating with anticipation. I stood up, pulled the ring box from my pocket, a $40 dummy box I'd bought at a jewelry store. They sell them for proposals where you let her pick the actual ring later. Empty box, nice velvet. The restaurant got quiet. People noticed. Phones came out. I got down on one knee. Alexis's eyes filled with tears. Her hand covered her mouth. Oh my God, oh my God. Open the box. Empty. Her smile faltered for just a second. Alexis, I said clearly, loud enough for nearby tables to hear. 2 weeks ago you gave me an ultimatum. Told me I had 4 weeks to propose or you'd leave. Her smile froze. I've spent those 2 weeks thinking. And I realized something. I don't want to marry someone who treats love like a business transaction. I don't want to marry someone who values Instagram posts over actual partnership. And I definitely don't want to marry someone who thinks I owe her a ring. Her face went white. Cameron, what? So I'm not proposing? Instead, I'm ending this relationship. Right here, right now. Goodbye, Alexis. Stood up, closed the empty box, put it back in my pocket. The restaurant was silent, maybe 40 people watching. Alexis's mouth opened and closed. No sound came out. Then, you brought me here to break up with me? You gave me an ultimatum. I'm giving you an answer. In front of all these people? Are you insane? You wanted a public proposal. This is public. She stood up, knocking her chair back. You pathetic, cowardly piece of... She caught herself, looked around at all the phones recording. Her face crumpled, then she screamed. Just screamed. Grabbed her wine glass and threw it at me. Missed, hit the curtain behind me. Glass everywhere. I wasted 2 years on you. And I wasted 2 years on someone who only cared about the wedding, not the marriage. She lunged at me. Literally lunged. The restaurant manager and a waiter caught her. Ma'am, you need to calm down. Get your hands off me. Do you know who I am? That's when the real meltdown started. She tried to flip the table, screaming about what a horrible person I was, how I led her on, how I ruined her life. Security came, escorted her out while she was still yelling. I sat back down, finished my dessert while everyone stared, paid the bill, $300 total, plus a $100 tip for the staff who had to deal with that. Left through the back entrance. Got home around 10 p.m. She'd already called me 23 times. Texts from her, her friends, even her mom. Blocked all of them. Went to bed. Update 1. The video hit Instagram by Saturday morning. Woke up to texts from my brother. Dude, you're on TikTok. 7 different angles of the breakup. The proposal speech, her throwing the glass, the security escort, all set to various trending sounds. Most comments were supportive. He dodged a bullet. Imagine giving someone an ultimatum then being shocked they leave. The empty ring box is legendary. But Alexis's friends? Different story. Brianna posted a long rant. This man publicly humiliated my best friend. Led her on for 2 years just to embarrass her in front of strangers. He's abusive and cruel. Manipulation, toxic men. Nicole shared it. Alexis deserves so much better. She gave him everything and he destroyed her for views. Disgusting. Alexis herself posted, I've never been so heartbroken. The man I loved, who I thought was going to propose, instead chose to humiliate me in the worst way possible. I'm devastated. Please respect my privacy during this difficult time. The irony of asking for privacy while posting about it publicly. Sunday afternoon, Diane, Alexis's mom, showed up at my apartment. Knocked on my door. Cameron, we need to talk. No thanks. You humiliated my daughter. She gave me an ultimatum, I responded. She loved you. She was planning your future together. She was planning her future. I was just the guy who was supposed to fund it and look good in photos. That's not true. You're twisting things. Diane, I have her text messages. She told her friends I owed her a proposal. That's not love. That's entitlement. Those were taken out of context. Context where they sound better? I'd love to hear it. She sputtered. You're going to regret this. Alexis has a lawyer looking into this. Into what? Breaking up with someone? Pretty sure that's legal. Emotional distress. Public humiliation. She has witnesses. Cool. Those same witnesses filmed her throwing a glass at me and trying to flip a table. Tell her lawyer I said hi. She left still fuming. Monday, got a call from Alessio's. The manager, Tony? Mr. Hayes? This is Tony from Alessio's. We need to discuss Friday night. My stomach dropped. Is there a problem? Actually, no. I wanted to call personally. Your situation has brought us a lot of attention. Mostly positive. People calling to make reservations, asking about the breakup table. It's weird, but it's good for business. Oh, that's good? Here's the thing. Miss Alexis called us, demanded we delete our security footage, said she'd sue us for invasion of privacy if we didn't. Did you? No. The footage is ours, not hers. She was in a public establishment, no expectation of privacy, but I wanted to give you a heads up. She's threatening legal action against us too. I'm sorry you got dragged into this. Don't be. The publicity is worth it. Just watch your back. She seems determined. He wasn't wrong. Tuesday I got a letter from Hampton and Associates, attorneys at law. Certified mail. Skimmed it. Lot of legal jargon. Boiled down to: Alexis was pursuing a claim for intentional infliction of emotional distress, demanded $50,000 in damages, also wanted me to pay for therapy costs, estimated $10,000. Required I sign an NDA about the relationship and delete any photos, videos of her. Had 10 days to respond or they'd file in court. Took it to my buddy Garrett, who's a lawyer. He read it, laughed. This is hilarious. Is it? Cameron, you can't sue someone for breaking up with you, even if it's public and embarrassing. That's not how emotional distress works. She has a lawyer, though. A lawyer who took her money to write a scary letter. Notice it doesn't actually threaten a specific lawsuit, just vague damages and claims. That's because they know it won't hold up. So I should ignore it? No. I'll draft a response, basically telling them to pound sand but in legal language. Might cost you $500. Do it. He sent the response Wednesday. Polite but firm, Mr. Hayes exercised his right to end a relationship. Miss Alexis's public behavior, documented by multiple witnesses, was her own choice. No damages warranted. Advised Miss Alexis to drop this matter. Thursday, Alexis showed up at my apartment again, this time with Brianna. Knocked. I opened the door chain style. Cameron, please, we need to talk. No. 5 minutes. Please. No. Brianna pushed forward. Dude, do you have any idea what you've done? She's getting death threats online. People are calling her horrible names. This is your fault. I ended a relationship. I didn't tell people to harass her. You humiliated her publicly. She humiliated herself by throwing a glass and screaming. Alexis started crying. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have given you an ultimatum. I was just scared. Please, can we just talk about this? No, we're done. Move on. I can't move on. Everyone thinks I'm a joke. My family won't stop asking about you. I need closure. You got closure at Alessio's. Goodbye. Closed the door. Heard them outside for another 10 minutes. Eventually left. Update 2. 2 weeks after the dinner, things got worse before they got better. Alexis created a TikTok account. Started posting her side of the story. Posted tearful videos about emotional abuse. How I love-bombed her for 2 years. How I promised marriage then ripped it away. How the public breakup was premeditated cruelty. Comments were mixed. Some believed her. Some called her out. Girl, you gave him an ultimatum. What did you expect? She posted screenshots of our text conversations. Carefully edited. Made it look like I'd been planning to propose, then backed out last minute to hurt her. Problem was, she didn't show the full conversations. Just snippets that supported her narrative. So I made my own TikTok. First and only video. Posted the full screenshots, including her text to her friends about me owing her. About her already planning the wedding before I'd even considered proposing. About her telling friends she'd invested 2 years and wasn't leaving empty-handed. Also posted the timeline, her ultimatum, date-stamped text. Her immediate excited reaction when I mentioned dinner at Alessio's, date-stamped. Her assumptions about the proposal, date-stamped. Caption, here's the full context. Decide for yourself. That video got 600K views in 48 hours. The tide shifted. Comments on her videos turned hostile. Why'd you leave out the texts about owing you? Sounds like you wanted a wedding, not a marriage. Ultimatums are manipulation. She deleted her account within a day. But she wasn't done. Friday afternoon, 3 weeks post-breakup, I got home from work to find my car keyed. Deep scratches down both sides. Spray paint on the hood. Liar. Checked my apartment building's parking cameras. Clear footage of Alexis wearing sunglasses and a hood, keying my car at 2 p.m. Filed a police report. Estimated damages, $3,200. Called Garrett. She vandalized my car. You have proof? Security footage. File a report. Press charges. She's spiraling. Did both. Cops took the report seriously since I had clear video evidence. Said they'd contact her for questioning. That evening, Diane called from Alexis's phone. Cameron, please drop the charges. No. She made a mistake. She's going through something. She committed a crime. That has consequences. Do you want to ruin her life? She could have a record. She keyed my car. she can face the legal consequences. This is because she gave you an ultimatum? You're really that vindictive? This is because she destroyed my property. Different issue. Please, I'm begging you. She's my daughter. She's not thinking clearly. She needs help, not a criminal record. Then get her help, therapy, whatever. But I'm not dropping the charges. She hung up. Saturday, Alexis's lawyer sent another letter, this time threatening to countersue me for defamation over my TikTok video. Garrett laughed again. Truth is an absolute defense against defamation. You posted her own words. There's no case. Are they just hoping I'll settle? Yes, they're trying to scare you into paying her to go away. Not happening. Good. I'll respond again. Monday, I got a call from the police. Alexis had been charged with criminal mischief. Court date set for 6 weeks out. She could either pay restitution and do community service or go to trial. Tuesday, the insurance company processed my claim. My deductible was $500, but they were going after Alexis for the full repair cost. They don't play around with documented vandalism. Wednesday, Brianna sent me a DM on Instagram. You're a monster. Alexis is falling apart. She lost her job because of the viral videos. Her family is furious with her. She can barely leave her house, all because you had to be petty and public about a breakup. I hope you're happy. I didn't respond, but I did look into the lost her job claim. Alexis worked in marketing for a lifestyle brand. They'd posted a statement, "We've parted ways with Miss Alexis Fletcher effective immediately. Her personal conduct doesn't align with our company values." Brutal. But also she'd become a viral meltdown. Companies don't love that association. Thursday, exactly 4 weeks after the breakup dinner, I got a voicemail from an unknown number. Hi, this is Leslie Hartman from Channel 8 News. We're doing a story on viral relationship breakups and their impact. We'd love to interview you about your experience at Alessio's. Please call me back. Deleted it. Friday, Garrett called. Alexis's lawyer reached out. They want to settle everything. Everything? Drop the criminal charges, drop any civil suit for the car damages, you both sign NDAs and go your separate ways. They'll pay your car repairs out of pocket. And if I say no, she goes to court, likely gets convicted of criminal mischief, has to pay restitution anyway, plus legal fees. You potentially sue her in small claims for damages. Everyone spends more money and time. What do you recommend? Honestly, take the settlement. Get your car fixed, move on with your life. She's already facing consequences, lost her job, became a viral cautionary tale, damaged her reputation. Dragging this through court won't make you feel better. He was right. I didn't want revenge. I just wanted this over. Okay, draft the settlement. Smart choice. Final update. Settlement was signed 2 weeks ago. Terms. Alexis pays $3,200 for car repairs. Insurance will reimburse me $2,700 after deductible, so I actually come out $200 ahead. Criminal charges dropped with prejudice, can't be refiled. Both sign NDAs about the relationship. No more public posts, interviews, comments. No contact clause. Neither of us can contact the other for any reason. Her lawyer pays Garrett's fees, $1,800 total. Took the money, fixed my car, moved on. What happened to Alexis? Heard through mutual acquaintances. Still living with Diane and her stepdad? Job hunting, but the viral videos make it tough. Brianna and Nicole apparently distanced themselves after the car keying incident. Deleted all social media accounts. In therapy, per Diane's comments to mutual friends. What happened to me? Car looks great, better than before actually. Blocked everyone associated with Alexis. Went on a few dates, nothing serious yet. Work's been good. Got a promotion actually. Actually feel relieved to me. Here's the thing people don't get. I didn't plan the public breakup to humiliate her. I planned it because she wanted a public proposal. She wanted the performance, the audience, the social proof. So I gave her exactly that. Just not the outcome she wanted. Was it harsh? Probably. Could I have done it privately? Sure. But she'd already made our relationship a performance piece. Already turned it into a competition with her friends. Already reduced me to a role in her life script. The restaurant just made it clear that I wasn't reading from her script anymore. The viral videos, the job loss, the criminal charges, those were all her choices. I didn't throw the glass, didn't key the car, didn't post manipulated screenshots. Those were her reactions to not getting what she felt entitled to. Do I regret it? Not really. Maybe the spectacle of it a little, but not the decision. Ultimatums are poison to relationships. The moment someone says, "Do this or I leave," they've already left emotionally. They're just waiting for you to comply before they make it official. I chose not to comply. And yeah, it was messy. But it was honest. Few people asked if I feel bad about what happened to her job, her reputation, all of it. Honestly, she made those outcomes possible by her own behavior. I ended a relationship. She chose to throw things, vandalize property, lie publicly. Those weren't my choices. Hard truth. Sometimes the consequences of your actions are harsh, and sometimes you can't blame anyone else for them. 6 weeks out now. Life's good, quiet, drama-free. Exactly what I wanted when I got down on one knee and said no. My girlfriend suggested a hall pass weekend to spice things up because she was bored. I reluctantly agreed. While she waited by the phone for dates that never called, I boarded a plane to Paris with my college crush. Her angry voicemails changed tone when she saw my Instagram story. Original post: I, 29 male, have been dating my girlfriend, 27, for 3 years. Living together for the past year in my condo. Things were pretty good until about 6 months ago when she started complaining about our relationship being stale and predictable. 2 weeks ago she dropped the bomb over dinner. Her babe, I've been thinking, we need to shake things up. Okay, like what? A trip somewhere? Or no, I mean like, experience other people. Just once. Get it out of our systems. I put my fork down. You want to break up? Her God, no. I'm talking about a hall pass weekend. We both get 1 weekend to do whatever, no questions asked. Then we come back and appreciate each other more. I stared at her. This came out of nowhere. Me, you've been thinking about this a lot? A few of my friends did it and said it saved their relationships. We're young. We should explore before we get too serious. Translation: she already had someone lined up. I could see it in how excited she was, how she couldn't quite meet my eyes. Me, let me think about it. She pouted, actually pouted. Don't be boring, this could be really good for us. I spent the next few days watching her. She was on her phone constantly, smiling at texts, doing her makeup even when we weren't going anywhere. Yeah. She definitely had someone ready to go. Here's the thing. I'm not stupid. If I said no, she'd just cheat anyway and blame me for being controlling. If I said yes, at least I had options. Options like my college friend, 28F, who I'd kept in touch with over the years. We'd had chemistry back in school, but the timing was never right. She moved abroad for work, came back 6 months ago. We'd been grabbing coffee every few weeks, catching up, totally platonic. Until I mentioned my girlfriend's hall pass idea. My friend laughed. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. She's got someone lined up, right? Me, obviously. My friend, so what are you gonna do? Me, probably say yes and spend the weekend playing video games. My friend, or, I've got vacation days saved up, always wanted to go to Paris, ever been? I hadn't, and suddenly I was very interested in going. We planned it in 3 days. Flights, hotel, the works. Cost me about $2,800 total, but I had savings and, honestly, worth it for what was about to happen. Last Friday, my girlfriend brought it up again. So I was thinking next weekend for our hall pass thing. You good with that? Me, sure. 1 weekend we do our own thing, no questions asked after. That's the deal? Her, exactly. No jealousy, no drama. We're adults. Cool, I'm in. She practically bounced with excitement, immediately texted someone. I watched her type, he said yes, with way too many emojis. That night she was extra affectionate. Guilty conscience working overtime. Friday morning came. I had my bag packed, told her I was going to stay at my buddy's place for the weekend to give us both space. Her, that's sweet of you. I'll probably just hang here. Me, have fun. See you Sunday night. Her, you too, babe. I could see her texting before I even got to my car. She thought she was about to have the best weekend ever, while I moped at my friend's place. Plot twist. My flight to Paris left at 2 p.m. Update 1, 3 days later. Holy crap, the last 72 hours have been insane. Currently writing this from the airport, waiting for my flight home. Let me break down what happened. Friday afternoon, my friend and I landed in Paris around 6 a.m. local time. We crashed at the hotel for a few hours, then spent the day touring. Eiffel Tower, cafes, the whole tourist experience. It was incredible. Meanwhile, back home, my girlfriend was having a very different weekend. I didn't check my phone much, time difference and all. But when I finally looked Saturday morning Paris time, Friday night back home, I had 15 voicemails and about 30 texts. The first few voicemails: "Hey babe, how's your friend's place? I'm getting ready for dinner. Wish me luck." Okay, so that was a bust. Guy looked nothing like his photos. On to the next one. "Why aren't you answering? Whatever, going to meet someone for drinks." Then they got progressively more annoyed. "Seriously, where are you? Are you ignoring me? This is ridiculous. I thought we agreed no drama. Every guy I've matched with is either a creep or flaking. This sucks." Saturday morning, her time, the voicemails changed tone. "Okay, I'm bored. This hall pass thing was a stupid idea. Can you come home?" "Hello? Why is your location off? Your friend said you're not there. Where are you?" Here's where it gets good. Saturday afternoon Paris time, my friend and I were at this amazing restaurant overlooking the river. She took a photo of me with the Eiffel Tower in the background, posted it on her Instagram, tagged me. I reposted it to my story. Didn't think much of it. Within 20 minutes, my phone started blowing up. "Paris? You're in Paris? Are you kidding me right now? Who is that girl? Who is she? You said you were staying at your friend's place. This is cheating. You cheated." The mental gymnastics were Olympic level. She suggests the hall pass. I take it, and somehow I'm the bad guy? I replied once, "Having a great weekend. See you Sunday night as planned. Enjoy your hall pass." Then I muted her and enjoyed the rest of Paris. Sunday morning, I checked my phone again. 53 texts. The voicemails had evolved from angry to panicked to angry again. "I can't believe you did this to me. My friends are asking who that girl is and I look like an idiot. Everyone thinks we broke up. You're supposed to be the faithful one. This was supposed to be my weekend." That last one really summed it up, didn't it? This whole hall pass thing was so she could mess around guilt-free while I sat home being loyal. She never actually thought I'd do anything. My friend found the whole thing hilarious. Should I post more photos? Me, absolutely. We spent Sunday touring more of the city, took tons of photos. My friend posted them throughout the day. Us at a cafe, at the Louvre, walking along the river. My girlfriend's texts became unhinged. "Stop posting with her. This is humiliating me." My mom is asking questions. I'm calling the landlord to change the locks. That last one made me laugh. It's my condo. I'm the only one on the lease. Good luck with that. Landed back home about an hour ago. Got 50 more texts during the flight. Now I'm sitting here at the airport bar, dreading going home, but also kind of excited to see how this plays out. My friend just texted, "That was the best weekend I've had in years. Thanks for the adventure." Yeah. Same. Okay, time to face the music. We'll update after I get home. Update 2. 2 days later. Walked into my condo Sunday night around 10 p.m. The living room looked like a tornado hit it. My girlfriend was on the couch, laptop open, surrounded by tissues. Her eyes were red, but I couldn't tell if from crying or rage. She jumped up the second she saw me. "Where the hell have you been?" "Paris. I told you in my text." "You said you were staying at your friend's place." Me, I did stay at my friend's place, her hotel room. Her face went purple. "You stayed with her? In the same room?" "It was a hall pass weekend, no questions asked after. That was the deal." "That's not what I meant, and you know it." "Really? What did you mean?" "I meant like, go to a bar, maybe kiss someone, whatever, not fly to Paris with another woman." "Funny, you didn't set any parameters. You said one weekend, no questions asked. I used my weekend how I wanted." I could see her brain short-circuiting, trying to find an angle that made me the villain. Her. "Everyone saw those photos. My friends, my mother saw. They think we broke up." "Did you tell them about the hall pass weekend?" Her. "No, because it's private." "So you're embarrassed about the thing you suggested?" "I'm embarrassed because you paraded some chick all over social media." Her name is my friend. We've known each other for years. You've met her. Yeah, years ago when you said she was just a friend. She is just a friend. You went to Paris together. The circular logic was giving me a headache. I went to the kitchen, grabbed some water. She followed me. Nothing even happened for me this weekend. Every guy was a creep or a catfish or ghosted me. I spent the whole weekend alone while you were living it up in Paris. And there it was, the real issue. Her hall pass weekend was supposed to be fun and exciting while I stayed home like a good little boyfriend. Instead, I had an amazing time and she got ghosted on dating apps. That sucks, but that's how hall passes work sometimes. This isn't fair. What's not fair? You weren't supposed to actually do anything. You were supposed to realize you didn't want anyone else and come home. I actually laughed. So the hall pass was a test? No, I thought. You thought you'd have all the fun and I'd sit around waiting for you. That's not what I meant. Then what did you mean? Use your words. She started crying, real tears this time. I just wanted to feel desired again, like when we first started dating. Guys used to hit on me all the time and now I'm just your girlfriend. I wanted to feel special. So you needed strange men to validate you? You don't understand. You're right, I don't, because I was perfectly happy with our relationship until you decided you needed a hall pass. I'm sorry, okay? It was a stupid idea. Can we just forget this happened and move on? No questions asked, remember? That was your rule. This is different. How? Because you actually did something. The hypocrisy was stunning. She spent the night switching between crying and yelling. I slept in the guest room. Monday morning, I woke up to find her on the phone in the living room, talking to her best friend, loud enough for me to hear. He's being so unreasonable. Yeah, he went to Paris with some girl. I don't know, he says they're just friends, but come on. No, I didn't do anything. All my dates sucked. He's acting like I'm the bad guy here. I made coffee, got ready for work. She hung up when I walked through. We need to talk about this. Nothing to talk about. You wanted a hall pass weekend. We both took it. It's over. It's not over. Everyone thinks we broke up. You need to post something saying we're still together. Why? Because people are asking questions. Let them ask. This is so selfish. You made me look like a fool. You made yourself look like a fool by suggesting a hall pass and then getting mad when I used it. She threw a couch pillow at me. I hate you right now. Noted. I left for work, came home to more drama. Her mom had called. Apparently my girlfriend told her we had a misunderstanding and I abandoned her for a weekend. Painted herself as the victim. Her mom left me a voicemail. I raised her better than to be treated like this. You need to apologize and make this right. I texted back. Your daughter suggested we both take a hall pass weekend. I took mine. She's upset hers didn't go as planned. That's the whole story. Radio silence from her mom after that. Tonight, Tuesday, my girlfriend tried a new approach. Made dinner, got all dressed up, tried to seduce me. Her let's just forget this ever happened, start fresh. I don't think so. Her why are you being like this? Like what? Honest? You wanted a hall pass. You got one. Now you're mad because yours sucked and mine didn't. That's not my problem. So what? We're just over? I think we've been over since you suggested sleeping with other people to spice things up. I didn't sleep with anyone. Not for lack of trying. She slapped me, not hard, but enough to make her point. I just looked at her. You need to find somewhere else to stay. This is my home too. It's my condo, my name on the lease, and I'm asking you to leave. You can't just kick me out. I can, and I am. You have until Friday to pack your stuff. Cue the waterworks. Begging, pleading, promising to change. I didn't budge. She's currently in the bedroom, probably texting her friends about what a monster I am. I'm on the couch, surprisingly calm. My friend from Paris texted earlier. How's the fallout? Me, about as expected, ending things. My friend, good. You deserve better than someone who plays games. Paris, offer stands if you need an escape. Not gonna lie, that made me smile. This weekend was supposed to break us up in her favor. Instead, it just showed me exactly who she is. Someone who wants all the benefits of a relationship with none of the commitment. Someone who thought she could have her cake and eat it too while I waited patiently at home. She made her choice when she suggested that hall pass. I just made mine in a more enjoyable location. Final update? It's been 3 weeks since Paris. Figured I'd post one last update since people have been asking. My girlfriend moved out that Friday, exactly as I told her to. She tried to drag it out, claiming she needed more time. But I'd already talked to a lawyer, just to be safe, who confirmed I could give her reasonable notice to vacate since she wasn't on the lease. The move out was dramatic. She showed up with her mom and her best friend. They packed in silence while shooting me dirty looks. Her mom tried one last guilt trip. Her mom, "You're really gonna throw away 3 years over one mistake?" Me, her mistake was thinking I'd sit home while she played around. My only mistake was saying yes. Her mom, she was just trying to keep things exciting. By sleeping with other people. Great strategy. Her best friend chimed in. "You're the one who went to Paris with another woman on a hall pass weekend that your friend suggested. Make it make sense." They left with about 8 boxes of stuff. My girlfriend tried to take some furniture, claiming she'd contributed to it. I had receipts for everything. She left empty-handed except for what was actually hers. Her parting words, "You'll regret this. Good luck finding someone who puts up with you." Me, "Good luck finding someone who puts up with you," suggesting hall passes. The door closed. I changed the locks that afternoon. Cost me $180, but worth every penny. Week 2 is when things got interesting. Her friends started a whisper campaign. Apparently, I was controlling and manipulative for tricking her with the Paris trip. The logic was fascinating. According to them, I should have told her I was going to Paris so she could, what? Veto it? The mental gymnastics were incredible. A few mutual friends reached out to get my side of the story. I told them the truth. She suggested a hall pass weekend. I took it. She got mad when hers didn't go well. Most of them got it. One friend said, "Dude, she told everyone you were just supposed to go to a bar or something, not leave the country." Me, "Funny, she never mentioned that rule when she suggested it." The friend laughed. "Yeah, that's what I thought too." Lost a few friends who took her side. Honestly, good riddance. Anyone who thinks suggesting a hall pass is fine, but taking one is cheating, isn't someone I need around. Her mom tried calling a few times. I didn't answer. She left voicemails about how her daughter was devastated and learned her lesson, and I should be the bigger person. The bigger person? I was the bigger person when I didn't flip out about her suggesting me sleep with other people. I was the bigger person when I agreed, instead of ending it right there. I'm done being the bigger person. My ex texted from a new number last week. "I miss you. Can we talk?" Me, "No." Her, "Please? I made a mistake." Me, "Your mistake was thinking you could have it both ways. Enjoy the single life you wanted so badly." Her, "I never wanted to be single. I wanted US. You wanted to sleep around consequence-free while I stayed loyal. That's not an us, that's a you." She tried calling. I blocked the new number too. The best part? Her friends have been posting on social media about knowing your worth and not settling. The irony is delicious. Meanwhile, my friend from Paris and I have been hanging out more. Nothing romantic yet. We're both just enjoying each other's company. She's smart, funny, doesn't play games. We're planning another trip in a few months, somewhere new. Someone asked if I felt guilty about moving on so fast. Here's the thing. I don't consider this moving on fast. The relationship ended the moment she suggested a hall pass. I just didn't realize it until Paris. My ex wanted excitement and novelty. She got it, just not the way she planned. She spent her hall pass weekend getting stood up and ghosted while scrolling through her phone. I spent mine in Paris eating croissants and seeing the Eiffel Tower. She wanted to explore while keeping me as a safety net. Instead, she lost the relationship and gained nothing. Natural consequences are beautiful sometimes. The condo is peaceful now. I rearranged the furniture, got some new stuff, deleted our couple photos from social media, changed my relationship status to single. My ex's best friend commented on that, "Really mature." I replied, "Just being honest, have a great day," then blocked her too. My friend from Paris sent me a photo yesterday. It's us at that restaurant with the Eiffel Tower view. We're both smiling, genuinely happy. She captioned it, "Best travel buddy ever." My ex viewed it within 5 minutes. Didn't react, but I know it killed her. That's the thing about playing games. Sometimes you lose. She rolled the dice on a hall pass weekend, betting I'd be too scared or loyal to actually use it. She lost. I'm not angry anymore. Just relieved. Relieved I found out who she really was before I wasted more time. Relieved I didn't propose like I'd been planning. Relieved I had the guts to actually use that hall pass instead of moping around proving my devotion. Some people in the comments asked if the Paris trip was revenge. Honestly, it wasn't. It was just me choosing to actually live my life instead of playing the role she'd assigned me. She wanted a hall pass weekend. I gave her exactly that. Not my fault. Her experience sucked while mine was amazing. Life's too short to be with someone who needs to test you or make you compete for their attention. Too short to be someone's backup plan while they explore other options. My ex wanted the freedom of being single with the security of a relationship. She got the freedom. I got the peace of knowing I deserve better. And honestly, that's the best souvenir from Paris I could have asked for. No regrets, no looking back, just forward to whatever comes next. She wanted to spice things up. Mission accomplished, just not the way she planned. Cool? Cool. My sister texted, using Dad's death for my charity fundraiser. It's for a good cause and I need the attention. Dad had been gone 6 months. I responded, interesting approach. Then I shared her text with our entire family group chat. When Mom called her sobbing about exploiting family tragedy for social media clout, I, 35 male, got the text at 2:18 p.m. on a Thursday. 6 months since Dad's heart attack. 6 months of Mom crying herself to sleep and my younger brother barely holding it together. Sister, OMG, so I have the best idea. Planning this huge charity gala for Dad. Like a whole event at the Riverside Ballroom. 200 plus people, open bar, the works. Using his story as the centerpiece. Beloved father taken too soon vibes. Already contacted Channel 7 and they want to do a segment. This is going to blow up my Instagram. I'll finally hit 10K. Oh, and obviously it helps heart disease awareness or whatever, lol. Need you to give a speech. Make it emotional, people eat that up. Tickets are $150 each, RSVP ASAP. Read it 3 times, then read it again. My sister was throwing a party using our dead father as the theme, for Instagram followers. Typed back, interesting approach. Then screenshot the entire conversation, dropped it in the family group chat. Mom, my brother, both aunts, my uncle, 3 cousins. Hit send. My phone exploded within seconds. Brother, tell me this is fake. Aunt or 1, what is wrong with her? Cousin, is she serious right now? Uncle, call me, now. Then Mom called my sister. I could hear her screaming through the phone from across my apartment. My brother was on speaker at Mom's house and texted me updates. Mom's losing it, full meltdown crying. Sister keeps saying we don't understand. My phone rang. Sister, declined. She called again, declined. 3rd time I picked up. You piece of. She was shrieking. You just ruined everything. You're using Dad's death for Instagram likes. It's not like that. It's a charity event. For a good cause. Which charity? What? Which charity gets the money? What's the name? Pause. Long pause. I'm still working out those details. You sold 200 tickets at $150 each but don't have a charity. The charity isn't the point. It's about awareness and honoring Dad. No, it's about your follower count. You literally said that. Because you took it out of context. Mom won't even talk to me now because of you. Mom won't talk to you because you're exploiting Dad's death for social media clout. You're just jealous. You've always been jealous of my success, of my following. You can't stand that people actually care about what I post. I can't stand that you're using our dead father as content. She hung up. Got a text 5 minutes later. This isn't over. Update 1. It was very much not over. My sister showed up at my apartment at 8 a.m. the next morning. Pounding on the door. Open up. We need to talk. Checked the peephole. Her and her best friend, both looking pissed. Opened the door with the chain on. What? You need to fix this. Post in the group chat that you misunderstood, that I was joking about the Instagram thing. But you weren't joking. Just say you misunderstood. Mom won't talk to me. My aunts are calling me horrible. You've turned the whole family against me. You turned the family against yourself when you tried to monetize Dad's death. Her friend stepped forward. Look, you're clearly jealous that she has a platform and you don't. But sabotaging her event? That's low. The event where she charges $150 per person for a charity she hasn't picked yet? That event? She's working on the charity part. The event is the important thing. No, the charity is the important thing. That's literally what makes it a charity event. My sister's face was red. The venue deposit was $8,000. $8,000. I already paid it. You're gonna make me lose all that money. You put down $8,000 for a fake charity event? It's not fake. What's the charity called? Oh my God, stop asking that. Because you don't have one. I was going to pick one after the event, based on how much money we raised. There it was. She was going to collect $30,000 first, then decide what to do with it later. That's fraud, I said. It's not fraud. It's called flexibility. It's called charity fraud. You can't collect money for charity without having a charity. You know what? Fine, keep the family turned against me. I'll do this event anyway. I don't need your support or mom's or anyone's. I have 500 followers who actually care about me. She stormed off. Her friend shot me a dirty look and followed. My brother called 10 minutes later. Dude, she just showed up at mom's house. And? Mom wouldn't let her in. Talked through the door. Sister was screaming about how you've poisoned everyone against her. Mom told her to leave. Sister said she'd cancel her phone plan. What? Yeah, sister's on mom's family phone plan. Has been for years. Mom pays for it. Sister threatened to cancel it herself unless mom fixes this. She's holding her phone hostage? Yep. Mom told her to go ahead and try. All the accounts are in mom's name. What'd she say? Started crying, said we're all horrible people who don't support her dreams. Then left. That afternoon, I got a call from an unknown number. Answered because I was expecting a work call. Is this him? Woman's voice, older. Who's this? I'm your sister's landlord. You need to talk some sense into her. Excuse me? She came home today ranting about some family fight, then told me she might not make rent next month because her family sabotaged her event. Is that true? Did she tell you what the event was? Some charity thing for your father, heart disease awareness. Did she mention she doesn't actually have a charity selected or that she's keeping the money until after the event? Long silence. What? She sold $30,000 worth of tickets to a charity event but hasn't designated a charity, just planning to collect the money first and figure it out later. Oh no. Oh honey, that's illegal. Yep. Your sister is, she paused. Look, I've known her 3 years. She's always been a little self-centered, but this is something else. Welcome to my world, she sighed. Well, she better make rent. I don't care about her Instagram problems. Hung up. My phone rang immediately. Sister, did you just talk to my landlord? She called me. And you told her I'm committing fraud. You are committing fraud. Oh my God, now she's threatening to evict me if I don't pay rent on time. This is your fault. How is your rent my fault? Because you've ruined my event. I was going to use some of the proceeds to cover expenses. Expenses like your rent? Event expenses, the venue, catering, decorations, and yes, maybe some personal costs because I'm organizing everything. So you were going to skim charity money to pay your bills. It's not skimming, it's compensation for my time and effort. That's literally embezzlement. She hung up. 10 minutes later, my mom's best friend called. Your sister just posted something on Facebook. You need to see this. Checked her profile. Long post about toxic family members who can't stand success and sabotage dreams because of jealousy. Tagged the venue. Tagged Channel 7. Tagged about 30 of her followers. Talking about her beautiful mission to honor her father being destroyed by cruel relatives. Didn't mention the missing charity, didn't mention planning to pocket money. Just pure victim narrative. Comments were rolling in. So sorry. Family can be so toxic. You're doing an amazing thing. Then someone asked, wait, which charity is this for? She replied, details will be announced at the event. Another comment, why can't you just say now? She deleted it and blocked that person. More comments asking the same thing. She deleted them all. My aunt commented, maybe tell people which charity before taking their money. Just a thought. My sister deleted it and blocked my aunt. Then the venue manager called. Mr. Last Name, we need to discuss your sister's event. I'm not involved in planning it. I understand, but we've been getting calls, lots of calls, people asking which charity this benefits. Your sister won't tell them. She keeps saying it'll be announced at the event. That's concerning. How many tickets has she sold? About 180, roughly $27,000. And she's not being transparent about the charitable designation. We can't have our venue associated with potential fraud. What are you going to do? We're considering cancellation, but we wanted family input first since this is supposedly honoring your father. My father would be horrified. The family wants nothing to do with this. That's what I needed to know. Thank you. 2 hours later, my sister called. Screaming so loud I had to hold the phone away from my ear. They canceled it. The venue canceled my event. Who did? The venue. Because people kept calling them asking about the charity. This is your fault. You've been turning people against me. People are asking basic questions you won't answer. Because the charity isn't finalized yet. I was going to decide after we knew how much money. You can't sell charity tickets without having a charity. That's fraud. Stop saying that word, then stop committing fraud. I've lost everything, the deposit, the catering deposit, my reputation. Channel 7 pulled the story. They said it's too controversial now. You've destroyed me. You destroyed yourself. I hate you. She was sobbing now. I actually hate you. You're jealous of me, of my followers, of my engagement. You're boring and sad and you had to ruin the one thing I had going. The thing you had going was charity fraud. She hung up. Then texted from her friend's phone. You haven't heard the last of this. Update 2. I hadn't heard the last of it. My sister went full psycho over the next week. First, she tried to get refunds on her deposits. Venue said no. Cancellation was due to her refusing to designate a charity per their contract. Catering company said no. Same reason. She lost about $12,000 total. Then she started calling every family member, crying, begging them to make me stop. My younger brother. She called me 6 times yesterday. Kept saying you're ruining her life and I need to fix it. I told her to fix it herself by picking an actual charity. She hung up on me. My aunt. She showed up at my house at 9 p.m., crying on my doorstep about how the family has abandoned her. I told her she abandoned us when she tried to profit off your father's death. She called me a bitch and left. My uncle. She's posting on Instagram about family trauma and betrayal, making herself look like the victim. Comments are eating it up. Should I say something? Don't engage. Let her dig her own hole. But the hole she was digging got deeper. Someone from her high school found out about the canceled event. Posted in a local Facebook group. Anyone else buy tickets to sister's charity gala that got canceled? I'm out $300 and she won't refund me. Says all sales are final. But there's no event now and no charity. Isn't that illegal? Others chimed in. Same. She won't respond to my messages. She blocked me when I asked about refunds. I want my money back. The post got shared, and shared, and shared. Over 200 comments. People tagging the local news, tagging Consumer Protection, tagging the State Attorney General's office. My sister tried to delete her social media, but screenshots live forever. Someone made a whole Google Doc with evidence. Her original post about the event, her refusal to name a charity, her all sales final policy, the venue cancellation, everything. Then the local news called me. Channel 7, the same one that was going to cover her event. Mr. Last Name, we're doing a story about your sister's canceled charity event. Would you like to comment? What kind of story? Consumer protection angle. Several people are filing complaints. There's potential fraud involved. We'd like the family's perspective. Gave them a brief statement. My sister planned an event claiming it was for charity but never designated a charity organization. When people asked questions, she became defensive and blocked them. Our family had no knowledge of this event and does not support it. Our father would have been horrified. They aired it 2 days later. 5-minute segment. Interviewed 3 people who'd bought tickets. Showed screenshots of my sister refusing to name a charity. Interviewed the venue manager who confirmed cancellation due to fraud concerns. Then my statement. My sister's phone started ringing off the hook. People demanding refunds, threatening legal action, calling her a scammer. She showed up at my apartment again. This time at 6 a.m., banging on the door so hard I thought she'd break it. Opened it. She looked like hell. Hair a mess. Yesterday's makeup. Eyes swollen from crying. You talked to the news? They called me. I told the truth. You've destroyed me. Everyone thinks I'm a scammer. I'm getting death threats. Death threats. Maybe don't commit fraud next time. It wasn't fraud. I was going to donate the money. Eventually. Eventually after what? After you paid your rent? After you covered your expenses? After you figured out how much you could skim off the top? I wasn't skimming. It was for event costs. Your landlord said you were planning to use it for personal expenses. Her face went white. She had no right to tell you that. She called me, remember? Because you've turned everyone against me. My own landlord, my own family, the news. Everyone thinks I'm a terrible person now. Because you tried to profit off Dad's death. It was for Dad. To honor him. Dad volunteered at the food bank for 15 years. Did you donate any money there? What? The food bank. Dad's actual charity. The place he gave his time and money to for over a decade. Did you contact them about your event? Silence. That's what I thought. This was never about honoring Dad. It was about your Instagram followers and making money. You don't understand. I need this. My follower count was finally growing. Brands were starting to notice me. I could have turned this into a real career. Influencing is a real job. Not when it's built on fraud. Oh my God, stop. You sold tickets for a charity event without having a charity. You refused refunds. You planned to pocket money. That's textbook fraud. Fine. She was screaming now. Fine. You want me to admit it? I was going to keep some of the money. Happy? I needed it. My credit cards are maxed. My rent is late. I'm drowning, and this was my chance to fix everything. By scamming people using our dead father. She broke down, full ugly crying, snot and everything. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix this. Start by refunding everyone who bought tickets. I can't. I already spent some of it. On what? The deposits, and my credit card payments, and rent. I thought I'd have $30,000 to work with. I budgeted for it. You budgeted charity fraud proceeds? She left. Didn't say anything else. Just turned and walked away, still crying. My brother texted. She just called Mom. Full breakdown. Admitted she was planning to keep some money. Mom is done. Like completely done. Won't even talk to her. The next day, I filed a complaint with the State Consumer Protection Bureau. Included everything. The tickets, the missing charity, the refusal to refund, the news story, all of it. 2 weeks later, my sister got served. Official investigation into charity fraud. Had to provide documentation, financial records, communications, everything. She called me one last time, voice flat, defeated. They're investigating me for fraud. I could go to jail. Probably not jail for a first offense, but yeah, there will be consequences. I lost my apartment, couldn't make rent, had to move back with Mom. Mom let you move back? She didn't have a choice. I had nowhere else to go. But she barely talks to me, just disappointed looks, constant disappointed looks. What'd you expect? I expected my family to support me, to have my back. We did have your back, until you tried to exploit Dad's death for profit. Silence. Then the investigator says I have to pay everyone back, all $27,000, plus penalties. Plus I might lose my social media accounts for fraud. Good. Good? You think it's good that your sister's life is ruined? I think it's justice. She hung up. Update 3. The investigation took 6 weeks. During that time, my sister tried everything to weasel out of it. She claimed mental distress from Dad's death made her act irrationally. The investigator wasn't buying it. She said she was misunderstood and always intended to donate. They asked for proof. She had none. She even tried to blame me. Said I sabotaged her event by spreading lies. They interviewed the venue manager who confirmed she refused to designate a charity. Dead end. Final result came in a letter. My brother found it on Mom's kitchen table. Settlement agreement. My sister had to 1. Refund all ticket buyers $27,000 total. 2. Pay a $15,000 fine for charity fraud. 3. Complete 200 hours of community service. 4. Never organize or promote charity events again without proper licensing. 5. Public statement admitting wrongdoing. She couldn't pay it, obviously. She had maybe $800 to her name after losing her apartment and maxing her credit cards. Mom paid the refunds, all $27,000, took it from her retirement account, but made my sister sign a payment plan, $500 per month until it's paid back, with interest. My aunt paid the $15,000 fine, under the same conditions, $300 per month. My sister had to get a job, not influencing, not social media management, retail, at a clothing store in the mall, making $13 per hour. The community service? At the food bank, the same one Dad volunteered at. My brother sent me a photo. My sister in a food bank apron, hair in a messy ponytail, looking miserable while sorting canned goods. Poetic justice, he texted. The public statement was posted on her Instagram. All 8,500 followers saw it. I want to apologize for my actions regarding the charity event I planned in my father's name. I failed to properly designate a charity organization and was not transparent with ticket buyers about where their money would go. This was wrong. I have refunded all ticket buyers and am completing community service to make amends. I'm deeply sorry to everyone I hurt, especially my family. I am working to be better. Comments were brutal. So you scammed people? You used your dead dad for followers? This is disgusting. She lost 3,000 followers in a week, down to 5,500, then 4,000, then 3,000. Brands dropped her. The few partnerships she had evaporated. Her influencer career died overnight. Last time I saw her was at the food bank. I'd started volunteering there, took over Dad's old Saturday morning shift. Walked in and there she was, washing dishes in the industrial kitchen. She saw me. Her face went red. Are you kidding me right now? What? You're volunteering here? At the place I'm doing community service? Dad volunteered here for 15 years. Someone should carry that on. Oh, so you're the good child now? The one who honors Dad the right way? I'm just washing dishes and sorting donations. Same thing Dad did. You're doing this to rub it in, to watch me suffer. The volunteer coordinator walked over. Is there a problem? No problem, I said. Just saying hi to my sister. My sister glared at me. Don't talk to me. Don't even look at me. I'm only here because I have to be. I know. She went back to dishes, scrubbing angrily, slamming plates. The coordinator pulled me aside. Your sister mentioned you're related. I didn't realize. Yeah, it's complicated. Your father was wonderful. We still miss him. He had such a giving spirit. He did. Your sister doesn't have that same spirit. No, she really doesn't. 3 months later, I was still volunteering every Saturday. My sister still had 100 hours left on her community service. We'd see each other, she'd glare, I'd nod. That was it. Mom told me she's still living at home, still working retail, still paying back the $42,000 she owes between Mom and our aunt. At $800 per month, she'll be paying for the next 4 years. Her Instagram is basically dead. She posts occasionally, gets maybe 50 likes, the engagement is gone, the followers are gone, the dream is gone. She tried to friend me on Facebook last week. I declined. Then she sent a message. Are you happy now? You've won. I've lost everything. My apartment, my career, my reputation, my future. All because you couldn't let me honor Dad my way. I didn't respond for a day. Then typed, you weren't honoring Dad. You were exploiting his death for profit and social media attention. There's a difference. And yeah, I'm happy you faced consequences. Dad would be too. Blocked her before she could respond. Mom said she had a breakdown after that, crying about how the family has abandoned her and punished her for one mistake. One mistake that cost her $42,000, her apartment, her career, her reputation, and her family's respect. But hey, at least she got some Instagram content out of it. Dad's been gone a year now. We had a small memorial at the food bank. Just family. My brother, Mom, both aunts, my uncle. The volunteers who knew Dad. We planted a tree in his honor outside the building, put up a plaque with his name. My sister didn't come, said she had to work. Mom didn't push it. During the memorial, the coordinator gave a speech about Dad's 15 years of service, how he never wanted recognition, never posted about it on social media, never made it about him, just showed up every week and helped people because it was the right thing to do. That's the difference between Dad and my sister. He gave without needing applause. She couldn't give anything without making it about her brand. Sometimes I think about whether I went too far, whether filing that complaint was too much, whether I should have just let the venue cancellation be enough. Then I remember her text. I need the attention. Break 10K followers. Using our dead father as a prop for Instagram likes. And I stopped thinking about it. She made her choices, she faced consequences. That's how life works. Dad taught us that actions matter. That character matters, that how you treat people matters. My sister never learned those lessons. Maybe 4 years of paying back fraud money and watching her influencer dreams die will teach her. But probably not. Either way, not my problem anymore. My girlfriend said, I'm going clubbing with guys, you can't stop me, we aren't married. I said, you're right. I packed her bags and left them outside. When she came back at 3 a.m. I texted, now you're not dating either. Enjoy the streets. Original, 29M. I'm writing this at 3:47 a.m. while my now ex-girlfriend is pounding on my apartment door screaming. Let me back up. We'd been together for 2 years. She moved into my apartment about 8 months ago after her roommate situation fell through. I say it like that because I later found out she got kicked out for not paying rent, but that's a whole other story. The arrangement was supposed to be temporary. She'd contribute $400 monthly toward utilities and groceries while she got back on her feet. Her job as a part-time retail manager brought in maybe $1,800 a month. My software developer salary covers the $2,100 rent plus everything else. She never got back on her feet. The $400 became $200, then $100, then "I'll get you next week, babe." I let it slide because, honestly, I loved her. Thought we had a future. Tonight started normal. I got home from work around 6 p.m. She was getting ready, doing her makeup, wearing a dress I'd never seen before. Tight, short, the works. "Going somewhere?" I asked. "Yeah, clubbing with some people from work." "Cool. Want me to come?" She laughed. "No, it's not really your scene. We're just gonna dance and have drinks." Something felt off, but I didn't push it. Then around 8 p.m., while she was in the bathroom, her phone kept buzzing on the couch. I wasn't trying to snoop, but the notifications were right there. "Can't wait to see you tonight. Wear that black dress I like. Save me a dance." All from guys. 3 different guys. When she came out, I kept my voice calm. "Hey, who all's going tonight?" "Just some coworkers." "Why? Are guys going?" She got defensive immediately. "Yeah, so, we're all friends. Your phone's been blowing up with some pretty flirty messages." Her face changed. Went from defensive to aggressive real quick. "Oh my God, are you seriously checking my phone? That's such a violation." It was literally lighting up on the couch. I didn't check anything, I just saw the notifications. "Whatever, I'm going out with my friends and you need to get over your insecurity." "I'm not insecure, I just think it's disrespectful to..." "To what? To have male friends? To go out and have fun? We're not married, you know? You can't tell me what to do." The room went quiet. I just looked at her. "Ruh? You're right," I said. "We're not married." "Exactly, so I can do whatever I want." "Yup, and so can I." She grabbed her purse, still fired up. "I'll be back whenever I feel like it." "Don't wait up." The door slammed. I sat there for maybe 5 minutes just processing. Then I got up and got to work. Went to my bedroom and pulled out all 4 suitcases I owned. Spent the next 2 hours packing every single thing of hers. Clothes, shoes, makeup, hair products, that stupid stuffed unicorn from the state fair. Everything. Took photos of everything as I packed it. Timestamp visible. Sent the bags down to the building's storage area in the basement and locked them in my assigned unit. Building management's cool with me. Been here for 3 years. Always pay rent early. Changed my locks. Had a keypad deadbolt I'd been meaning to install anyway. Took about 40 minutes. Changed the code from the default. Went through the apartment and removed every trace of her. Her face wash from the bathroom, her almond milk from the fridge, her phone charger by the bed. Packed it all. Took photos of my clean, tidy apartment. Timestamp 11:43 p.m. Then I went to bed. Set my phone to silent, except for one number, my buddy who's a paralegal. Might need him. Woke up at 3:15 a.m. to pounding on my door. Babe, open the door. I forgot my key." I grabbed my phone, opened my camera app, started recording audio. Kept it by the door. "My key isn't working." "Hello? Are you seriously asleep? Open the door." I texted her. "We're not dating anymore. Your belongings are in the building basement storage, Unit 3B. I'll leave the key with the night security guard. Please collect your things at your earliest convenience." The pounding got louder. She started screaming. "What? Open this door right now." I texted again. "You were correct earlier. We're not married. I can't tell you what to do, and you can't tell me who lives in my apartment. You no longer live here. Your things are packed and safe. Please collect them and leave the premises." "You can't do this." I called building security. "Hey, this is apartment 4C. My ex-girlfriend is causing a disturbance in the hallway. I've asked her to collect her belongings from the storage area and leave. She's refusing and making a lot of noise." Security came up. I could hear him through the door. "Ma'am, you need to lower your voice. Other residents are sleeping." "He locked me out. I live here. Do you have proof of residency? Is your name on the lease?" Silence. "Ma'am, if you're not on the lease and the tenant is asking you to leave, you need to collect your belongings and go. Otherwise, I'll have to call the police for trespassing." More screaming. then crying. Then her friend showed up. Apparently she'd called for backup. They got her stuff from storage and left around 4:30 a.m. I didn't sleep the rest of the night. Just sat there wondering if I did the right thing. But also, felt the most peace I'd felt in months. Update 1. 2 days later. Holy crap, didn't expect this to blow up. Thanks for the support and to answer some questions. Yes, this is real. No, I don't feel bad. Yes, she's been trying to contact me. So the last 48 hours have been wild. Saturday morning, few hours after the door incident, I woke up to 30+ texts from her, ranging from "I can't believe you" to "I'm sorry baby, please" to "You're a psycho," back to "I love you, we can work this out." Ignored all of them. Blocked her number. Then her mother called me. Didn't even know her mom had my number. "Hello? How dare you throw my daughter out on the street at 3 a.m. What kind of man does that? The kind whose girlfriend told him she could do whatever she wanted because we're not married, then went clubbing with other guys all night. She was just having fun with friends. Ma'am, with all due respect, your daughter made it clear she didn't value our relationship. I simply agreed with her. She had nowhere to go. She went clubbing until 3 a.m. She had somewhere to go before that. She can go back there. Her mom started crying about how I'm heartless and cruel, told me her daughter is devastated and didn't mean it and was just being young and free. She's 27, I said. Not 17. She made her choice. I made mine. Hung up. Blocked that number too. Saturday afternoon, my buddy the paralegal called me. "Dude, you might want to hear this. Your ex just posted on social media that you violently threw her out and destroyed her property." I sent him all my photos. Timestamps showing me carefully packing her stuff. The texts I sent her telling her where her things were. The building security footage he helped me request showing me calmly loading suitcases into storage, and her friend helping her remove them, nothing damaged. He laughed. "Yeah, you're good. She's just trying to make you look bad. Don't engage." But here's where it got interesting. Sunday morning, 2 cops showed up at my door. My heart sank. "Sir, we got a report that you forcibly evicted your girlfriend and may have damaged her property." I stayed calm. "Officers, she's not on my lease. She was a guest who I asked to leave after she made it clear she didn't want to be in a committed relationship. I have documentation of everything." Showed them my lease. Only my name. Showed them the photos of me packing her stuff carefully. Showed them the text messages. Showed them the security footage request form. The older cop sighed. "Sir, did you give her 30 days notice?" "Officers, she wasn't a tenant. She was a guest. She never paid rent, never signed anything, never established residency. I have bank records showing she never contributed financially to the apartment." The younger cop was trying not to smirk. "And she's claiming you destroyed her stuff?" "All her belongings were packed carefully and left in a secure storage unit. Building security can verify nothing was damaged. Her friend helped her remove everything early Saturday morning." They looked at each other. The older one spoke. "Technically, in this state, if someone's been living somewhere for more than 30 days, they may have tenant rights even without paying rent." My stomach dropped. "Are you serious?" "However," he continued, "given that she verbally terminated the relationship herself, stated you had no authority over her actions and was voluntarily absent when you secured the premises, it's a gray area. We'd recommend you both settle this civilly. But we're not going to arrest you for asking someone who broke up with you to leave your apartment." They left. I immediately called my buddy. "Bro, she might have tenant rights." He pulled up the state laws. "Okay, here's the deal. She might be able to argue she's a tenant. But she'd have to take you to civil court, and she'd have to prove she was paying rent, had a reasonable expectation of continued residency, and was given no notice. Your text messages show she initiated the breakup by stating you had no authority over her. That's going to be hard for her to argue against. So what do I do? Nothing. Don't contact her. Don't respond to her. Keep all your documentation. If she sues you, we'll fight it. But honestly, she probably won't. Most people who make threats like this don't actually follow through." I felt better, a little. Then Monday happened. I got a call from my apartment building manager. "Hey, I need to talk to you about something. Your ex-girlfriend's mother came by today, demanding we give her a key to your apartment to retrieve her daughter's belongings." What did you tell her? I told her we can't do that. Only residents on the lease get keys, but she's threatening to sue the building for illegally locking out a tenant. I groaned. She's not a tenant. She never signed a lease. She's not on any paperwork. I know, I checked. You're good with us. But heads up, she's making a scene. Great. Just great. Later Monday evening, my ex tried a different approach. She had her friend text me from a different number. Hey, it's friend's name. Look, she's really sorry. She didn't mean what she said. She was just feeling suffocated and needed a night out. She wants to talk. I replied. She told me we're not married, so I can't tell her what to do. I agreed. We're done. Please stop contacting me. You're being ridiculous. She made a mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. The mistake was me tolerating disrespect for months. Not anymore. Block that number. Here's the thing that's really bothering me. Everyone in her life is acting like I'm the villain. Like I overreacted, like breaking up with someone who disrespected me and went out partying with other guys is somehow wrong. But you know what? I sleep fine at night. My apartment is peaceful. I don't have someone mooching off me anymore. That's worth being the bad guy. Update 2, 1 week later. This is gonna be long. The entitlement has reached levels I didn't think were possible. So after I blocked her friend, things were quiet for about 2 days. I actually started to relax, thinking maybe this was over. I was so wrong. Thursday night, I got home from work to find a notice taped to my door. Eviction notice for illegal lockout. My heart stopped. I ripped it off and read it. It wasn't from the building. It was some bogus thing she'd printed out, making it look official with legal language about tenant rights and illegal eviction, and demanding I restore her residency immediately or face legal action. I took a photo and sent it to my buddy. He called me immediately, laughing. Dude, this is fake as hell, like embarrassingly fake. No court header, no case number, no judge signature. She just copy-pasted some template from the internet. So I can ignore it? Totally, but keep it as evidence of harassment. Friday, she escalated. She showed up at my workplace. I work in a pretty relaxed office environment. We have an open floor plan, and the receptionist is super chill. Apparently, my ex walked right in and started asking for me. My coworker came over to my desk. There's someone here to see you? She seems upset. I looked over and saw her in the waiting area, crying, makeup running. Several of my coworkers were staring. I walked over. You need to leave. I just need 5 minutes, please. Just talk to me. No, leave, or I'm calling security. Everyone here should know what kind of person you are. She raised her voice. He threw me out on the street at 3 a.m. I had nowhere to go. I was homeless because of him. My boss came out of his office. Is there a problem? Before I could respond, she turned on the waterworks. I'm his girlfriend. He locked me out of our apartment with no warning. I just need to talk to him. My boss looked at me. I kept my voice calm. She's my ex-girlfriend. She's not on my lease. I asked her to leave after she told me she could do whatever she wanted because we're not married. She's upset I took her seriously. My boss, bless him, immediately got it. Ma'am, you need to leave the premises. This is a workplace, not a place for personal disputes. She started sobbing louder. He has all my stuff, my clothes, my medications. Ma'am, I'm going to call security if you don't leave voluntarily. She finally left, but not before screaming, "You're going to regret this." My boss pulled me aside. You good? Yeah, sorry about that. Don't apologize. Just document everything in case she tries something else. That evening, I got an email from a law office. The email address was something like, email protected, super sketchy. It claimed I was being sued for unlawful eviction, emotional distress, and theft of property for $15,000. Sent it to my buddy. He almost choked laughing. Bro, this is from Gmail. No law office uses Gmail for official correspondence. This is 100% fake. She's trying to scare you. Should I respond? Hell no. Don't give her the satisfaction. If you actually get served with real legal papers, call me. This ain't it. Saturday was quiet. Too quiet. I should have known something was coming. Sunday morning, I woke up to my apartment building's fire alarm going off at 6 a.m. Everyone evacuated. We're all standing outside in our pajamas when the fire department shows up. They checked the whole building. No fire. False alarm. But guess what triggered it? Someone pulled the fire alarm on my floor. Security footage showed a woman matching my ex's description walking into the building behind another resident, going to my floor, pulling the alarm, and leaving. The building manager was pissed. "This is a criminal offense. I'm filing a police report." I gave him my ex's information. He filed the report for filing a false alarm. But she wasn't done. Sunday afternoon, I got a call from my landlord's attorney. My heart sank. "Hello, this is calling on behalf of building owner. We received a complaint that you illegally evicted a tenant, and we need to discuss this." I explained everything. The attorney listened quietly. "Do you have proof she wasn't on the lease?" "Yes, I can send you the lease right now." "Do you have proof she initiated the breakup?" "Yes, I have texts and witnesses." "Send me everything. If what you're saying is accurate, we'll shut this down." "But she's threatening to sue the building for allowing an illegal eviction." I sent all my documentation within an hour. Photos, texts, security footage requests, everything. The attorney called back Monday morning. "You're fine. She has no case. We're sending her a cease and desist letter for filing false complaints and for the fire alarm incident. If she contacts you or the building again, we're pursuing harassment charges." I almost cried from relief. But the cherry on top came Monday evening. I got a message on social media from one of the guys whose name I saw in her phone notifications that night. "The can't wait to see you tonight guy. Yo man, I feel like you should know. Your girl told us all she was single. Me and 2 other dudes were all planning to hook up with her that night at the club. She was playing all of us. When we figured it out, we all bailed. She spent the whole night trying to get us to stay and ended up leaving alone. Just thought you should know she's crazy." I just replied, "Thanks for the heads up," and blocked him too. So let me recap her tactics this week. Fake eviction notice, showing up at my workplace, fake legal threats, pulling the fire alarm, filing false complaints with my landlord, planning to cheat with multiple guys. And somehow I'm still the bad guy in her story. Her mother left me a voicemail. "My daughter is having a mental breakdown because of you. She can't eat, can't sleep. You broke her heart. How can you be so cruel? Lady, your daughter told me I couldn't tell her what to do and went out planning to hook up with multiple guys. I just took her seriously." Final update. 3 weeks later. Alright, final update because this saga is finally wrapping up and I need to close this chapter. The cease and desist letter the building's attorney sent did exactly what it was supposed to do. Scared her straight. For about a week. She went quiet for a few days after receiving it. I actually thought maybe this was over. Then week 2 hit. She created a fake social media account pretending to be me and started messaging my friends and family claiming I was having a breakdown and need help. One of my cousins called me worried as hell. "Dude, are you okay? Someone from your account messaged me saying you're suicidal?" I had to explain the whole situation. Reported the fake account. It got taken down in 24 hours. She tried contacting my mother, my 62-year-old mother who already didn't like her. That went about as well as you'd expect. My mom called me. "That girl called me crying saying you ruined her life." I told her maybe she should have thought about that before disrespecting my son. Then I hung up. I love my mom. The real turning point came week 3. She apparently ran out of money, living with her friend, and needed to move back in with her parents. Her mother called me one more time. "This is all your fault. She can't afford an apartment now because you stole her savings." "What savings? She never paid me rent. She gave you money every month. She gave me maybe $800 total over 8 months for utilities and groceries. I have bank records. That's not rent, and I don't owe her anything back. She can't afford a deposit on a new place. That's unfortunate, but not my problem." Her mother lost it, started screaming about how I'm a manipulative abuser who took advantage of her baby girl. I hung up, blocked that number. Again, she'd been calling from different phones. But here's the kicker, and this is what makes the whole thing worth it. A mutual friend, who I'm still cool with, sent me screenshots yesterday. My ex posted on social media about her toxic ex who financially abused her and kicked her out with nowhere to go. In the comments, multiple people who actually knew us called her out. "Didn't you tell everyone you were single and living rent-free? You literally told me you were using him until you found someone better. Girl, you played yourself. Even the guys from the club apparently commented. One of them wrote, "You told me you were single and tried to hook up with me and my friends the same night. Maybe take some accountability." She deleted the post within an hour, but the screenshots live forever. My friend told me she's apparently telling people now that she learned a valuable lesson and is focusing on herself. Translation: she realized nobody believes her victim story anymore. As for me, I'm doing great. Apartment's peaceful, bills are lower without someone mooching off me. Started actually going to the gym, not gonna make this a whole thing, just saying my stress levels are way down. Been on a few dates, nothing serious yet, but I'm not rushing. Taking time to figure out what I actually want in a relationship. Spoiler alert, it's not someone who tells me they can do whatever they want because we're not married. My buddy helped me file a police report for the fire alarm incident. She got a citation and had to pay a $500 fine. The building's also pursuing her for the cost of the false alarm response, another $300. She sent me one final text from yet another number. "I hope you're happy. You ruined my life over one mistake." I replied, "You told me I couldn't tell you what to do. I listened. Actions have consequences. Good luck with everything." Then blocked that number too. The funny thing is, looking back, there were so many red flags I ignored. Like when she forgot to pay her share for 3 months straight. When she'd get defensive every time I asked about her day. When she'd accuse me of being controlling for asking basic relationship questions. I ignored all of it because I thought love meant being patient and understanding. But there's a difference between being patient and being a doormat. She thought she could have her cake and eat it too. Keep me as the stable, paying the bills boyfriend while going out and doing whatever she wanted. The second I called her bluff, her whole world fell apart. And honestly, that's on her. To everyone who messaged support, thank you. To the few people who said I should have given her another chance, respectfully, nah. She made her choice when she told me I had no say in her life. I just agreed with her. Some people think standing up for yourself makes you the bad guy. Those people can stay in their own toxic situations. Me? I'm good. Apartment's quiet, bills are paid, peace of mind is priceless. Oh, and one last thing. I found out through mutual friends that she's been trying to date but keeps getting ghosted because word got around about what she did. Apparently, when multiple guys from the same friend group confirm you tried to play them all at once, it damages your reputation. Who knew? She's currently living in her parents' basement, working the same retail job, and according to her social media, focusing on her healing journey and learning to love herself. Meanwhile, I'm over here living my best life in my peaceful apartment. No drama, no chaos, no one telling me they can do whatever they want because we're not married. Thanks for following this wild ride, Reddit. Time to move on for real this time. And to my ex, if you're reading this, and I know you probably are, you were right. We weren't married, and now we're not anything. Hope the streets are treating you well.